I am 1000% embarrassed of the men I let do that to me. They probably are all on Section 8. But basically, back to what she was saying was he basically was like, all right, I'm going to have sex with you because.
I mean, you saying, yeah, they're all on Section 8. I get it. That was supposed to be like a stab at them, but at the same time, you let all them Section 8 niggas crack. So,
Dirty Dan.
Dirty Dan.
Dirty Dan.
I'm Dirty Dan. I don't know what you mean. I'm Dirty Dan.
It's absolutely amazing.
I'm Dirty Dan.
Whoa, Dirty Dan.
with keeping on topic with the, following up the video we just did, the being fat, I think this is going to be another good one that's, that as in the same realm. I guess my algorithm was just like, oh yeah, you're fat. You could relate to this. So I just, for some reason, I just got hit with a whole lot of fat content. So, bruh, the next one we're getting into is by Great Apes Online, Dating as a Fat Girl. Want to see if this is accurate. We got some females that are, not fat, but maybe they got some fat friends and they can relate. So let's see what this smell like.
She's plus size.
I say that's a red flag for me because she's not.
Damn, off the ripper. Damn, off the rip. Shit.
Not a 10 out of 10 then.
You don't think she's a 10 out of 10?
If she's plus size, it's just not for me.
What do you think it is for you that bigger girls are not your type?
That's two different questions, but the first question is if she is not, like, what is it if she's not my type?
What is it about her?
About to say hello, they go to sleep. Okay, that's what's up. Get you some good rest. And I'm cooling too. Cooling the vibing, cooling, Same old. I was in tears last night doing sample sounds of it. Bro, yeah, you could do a lot with that, my boy.
That makes her just not your type.
Physical attraction and, having, like,
You do a lot with that.
vibe to connect with someone. Those are both very important things, and you have to have both of them. I'm just not attracted to someone that is, like, plus size. So if she's super smart and intelligent, it's really not going to matter because in bed, I'm not going to be able to satisfy her.
Is it small?
Because
I was about to say, like, that sounds like a you problem, my boy. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, if she fit every qualification that you like, but you just like, damn, I just know whenever we do fuck, I'm not gonna be able to get past the cheeks because, it's too much cheeks and I ain't got enough equipment. That's a you problem, nigga. That the fuck? What that gotta do with her? Where's the tards? We in the chat. We present, which I know what you're talking about. You talking about the movie. You talking about watching the movie. Yeah, we can do that. I know what you talk about. But yeah, we're present. Right now we're just doing a reaction. Right now we're reacting to dating as a fat girl, and we're about to see what all of these niggas excuses is for, like, oh no, not excuses. We're gonna see what it's like for dating as a fat girl. And we only been here for 45 seconds. Now our numbers already like this nigga. This has made it that's just an excuse. He gotta learn to eat coos if that's his issue.
because I'm not attracted to her.
So-
It might be small because I won't probably get hard.
Okay, what if your girlfriend hypothetically would get bigger? What would happen?
I mean, in that aspect, then I would be with her because I started with her. If she started small, I would love her.
It is honestly embarrassing how often I would overlook this in my past dating experiences. Like,
You got up. Hear me out. Here's mine. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Nothing wrong with that. Then has to watch this since I didn't transition. I'm still working. We are six.
Cheer 5. I thought that was Drewski at first.
You're fucked up, bro. You fucked up. Dang, 6. I mean, hopefully the traffic does die down a little bit after, but dang. late night working hard though. But I see you, Tori, baby. She does kind of, but no, she doesn't look like Drewski in Whiteface. So he doesn't want to fuck a fat girl off the rip. Off the rip is what that nigga was saying.
A few years ago, there was this guy that I hooked up with on and off for about like a year. And of course, he was a stereotypical frat finance bro. I always knew that we were just a hookup and it was never going to turn into anything real. But one day I asked him like, hey, do your friends know that you're into bigger girls? And he said, yeah, I tried to tell them once, but they just made fun of me, so I don't really talk to them about it. So I was like, what does that mean for like your dating life? So he literally said, yeah, I just F fat girls in private and then I'll just date and marry a skinny girl. And the sad part is I continued to sleep with him even after having that conversation.
Not surprised. But that's a you thing, you know what I'm saying? You was still enjoying getting piped, and he just kept it a band. But shit, yeah, shit.
Another time in college, I was hooking up again with this guy for about 8-7 months. And I spent about like 60 to 70% of my nights staying over at his place. He would sometimes order dinner from places nearby us. And when he'd walk to go pick it up, I'd be like, oh, let me come with you. And he always said, nah, it's okay. You just stay here. I got it.
Bowling ball with hair-shaped big back, bitch.
That, bro, she's a... What? Bro. All right, no, so this the thing, bro. She's like, all right, I can kind of tell because like she has a lot of long-term flings, but no like actual relationship type shit. It's because she keeps going like to niggas that are just like fuck on her because like they're like, yeah, duh, you know what I'm saying? Let's be real, she's not. If she did lose some weight, she'd be like, oh yeah, y'all niggas would be like, all right, yeah, she is bad because she'll probably still have fat girl titties and fat girl ass and fat girl pussy. So if she lost weight, she'd be like, oh yeah, she bad as fuck, she could do whatever. So now that she's just bigger, just like I still want to fuck with you, but I don't really want to be seen with you type shit, which is fucked up. But the fact that these niggas are all saying the same shit to her, like they're not even like leading her on. At first I can be like, it's kind of fucked up because they're leading her on. But they're not leading her on. They're dead ass they're keeping it a bean with this bitch. And she's just choosing to be like, well, I'm still gonna fuck, but I don't like this. So I ain't gonna lie. This comes with, she just kind of needs to like have a little bit more self-worth, if you will, Find you a man who loves that fupa girl. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that actually like, you know what I'm saying? Or just stop fucking so freely, you know? You know what I'm saying? She probably be giving that thing up too easily. So, once you already cracked the big John, it's like, well, shit. I can crack with no strings attached. Fuck it, And then once he starts getting all, oh, what are we? Well, I'm gonna let you know. This is just for fun. So, yeah, it's fucked up, but it's her body and her choice. Giggity. No real shit, you know what I'm saying? She just, she gotta have a little bit more self-worth.
He wouldn't hold my hand. He wouldn't touch me in public. Then all of a sudden, I get a text from him saying, oh, I can't see you anymore. I have a girlfriend. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, we spent a lot of nights together. This man literally said, yeah, I would go on dates during the day or nights I didn't see you, and then you would just come over the other nights. I could literally tell a million stories like this. And I wish I could tell you that I learned from these experiences and that I raised my bars and I never let other men treat me like that. But I can't say that to you. I was just so desperate for male validation that I put up with all of these terrible experiences knowing full well what was happening. These people want to believe that no one finds fat people attractive, but that's just incorrect. There's plenty of men that find us attractive, but they will never, ever be honest about it because they're so afraid of going against the grain, of being
It's not really that, because they're telling you. It's just that, you're going after the wrong people, or you're too desperate for male validation. Any low-hanging fruit is going to be easily obtained and then left where it's at. If you make yourself scarce and hard to obtain, my nigga, your worth is going to go up, even as a fat girl. You know what I'm saying? But you're just already out there basically like, I ain't even got to work for this shit, bro. I can just party with this bitch for a couple of hours, get her a Big Mac and some drinks, and she's ready to go ahead. So you gotta not make yourself so fucking easily obtainable, and you won't be feeling the need to seek male validation. You'll have niggas hitting you up on the back end. You be like, God damn, I can't keep entertaining all these motherfuckers. Already went on one date this week, and this nigga want to go on a date next week, and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? You'll get backed up from that shit, so you'll be fine. But you're just too easily accessible. You know what I'm saying? What are we? I hate it when niggas ask me that, like, bro, we just fucking. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm about to say niggas do that shit too, cause like when the cools get too good, they get
There's a
confused.
difference between fat and thick. I love it when a girl is thicker than the plot. I'm not trying to roll her in flour to find the wet spot.
Fucking dumb, bro.
Being made fun of for being into bigger girls. And it's truly atrocious because we're fucking hot. So if you're one of these fat baddies like me who put up with terrible...
Right, don't y'all call yourselves that, bro? Don't do that. It's not that it's funny. It's like, it doesn't matter. It's just because it's not the fact that it's like I'm ashamed to fuck fat girls, or when I tell people I'm into fat girls, they just laugh.
Your oversized stomach and a pair of floppy breasts, isn't that right?
It's just funny. Anything involving fat people is a little bit funny. It gives it like +5 funny, honestly. So it doesn't really matter. It's actual. I don't know. I ain't gonna say it's the scientific proof, but it's like statistically, a lot of the time, some of the funniest motherfuckers, or ones that aren't even funny, or if you see a video involving someone that's larger, it's kind of, it's more funny than seeing an average Joe, like a, you know what I'm saying, slender motherfucker, or, you know what I'm saying? Not to say that's not funny, but it's just more funnier when it involves a fat person. It just is what it is.
shit like this from men. Please stop! There is no D that is good enough for you to lower yourself to such awful standards. Be better than...
Shorty was spot on. Like, everything she said, I experienced in college. And it is crazy how a lot of us have had the same experience dating as a plus size girl. Like, so true. Like, they will love you and make you feel great.
Say, she's plus size?
And gaslight you in private, like as if you guys are actually in a relationship, and then dub you publicly. No, it was legit baffling to me, like, to see that, like, to see a man like that I was talking to, and he not saying.
You know, she looks like she's tall, but maybe that's, because she got like a, kind of like a slender face. Maybe she just tall or something. Like, she's plus size.
Nothing to me in public, and I'm like, you was just eating me for Thanksgiving dinner this morning. Like, legit throwing me around the room, and you won't talk to me? No, but it gets worse, because I thought that was normal. Like, legit thought that a man treating me like that was okay. Like, I've always been the big friend, okay? And clearly from a long line of trauma, as a big kid or big girl, you start to believe that. Am I embarrassed? No, not anymore. Looking back now, I am 1000% embarrassed of the men I let do that to me. They probably are all on Section 8. But basically, back to what she was saying, was he basically was like, all right, I'm going to have sex with you because...
I mean, you saying, yeah, they're all on Section 8. I get it. That was supposed to be like a stab at them, but at the same time, you let all them Section 8 niggas crack. So, You know, it's like, again, we gotta not make ourselves so easily obtainable. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, broke niggas still smashed.
Our sex is amazing.
You can't get unfucked.
And then I'm gonna marry
and you can't unsuck that dick. But W growth.
I'm gonna marry a skinny girl. How many times have you seen this Lifetime movie? Like, come on. But it's so true. Like, whatever this narrative is of these insecure little boys that they look better with small women, don't let her find out you cheated with a big girl, because who they be cheating with? Who they be cheating with? I have to say, do not.
That's because niggas do love big bitches. It's not that we don't like big bitches. Obviously, y'all are got more. It's fun. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bitches is amazing. But, you know, sometimes niggas just don't, you know, those niggas are just like, no. And I still don't understand that. From that perspective, I'll never get. Like, but also, it depends on how scarce and easily available you're making yourself. Maybe it's not the fact that you're just the bigger one in the group. Maybe it's the fact that you, like last shorty, always seeking male validation. You know, she said she had millions of stories she could tell about, you know, different niggas that's done her like that. If she hadn't made herself so readily available and made it so easy, do you think niggas don't, you know what I'm saying? Especially if they're not like actually taking you serious, you think niggas don't talk, or especially if y'all in the same social circle, they've seen you get around. So nobody wants to go ahead and have, you know, the big girl that fucks everybody on their arm and wife them. You know, nobody wants that. Like, why get a used car when you can get a fucking brand new Hellcat, you know, right next door? You feel me? No one's going to want to do that. Or if you have like a Hot Pocket and a homemade meal, you're not going to go for the fucking Hot Pocket. You're going to like, let me get that plate over there. That shit smell good and it's fresh. So it's like, it's not really, sometimes it's not really all the fact that, oh, I'm the fat friend or I'm the big friend. It's like more so back to where I keep harping on making yourself too available. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't become low hanging fruit so everyone can get a piece of it. And now you're spoiled in the eyes of the social circle that you're around. Social circles are hard to say. Social circle that you're around. Just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Or if you already fucked up that, you know, if you already fucked up that bridge, make new friends. You know? It's not that hard, especially if you're in college or you know what I'm saying? You got a time to still reinvent yourself. You haven't really got into the real world yet. Make new friends, new social groups. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be known as that. Or if you already are known as that, you can, you know, change it up. You don't have to. I'm not gonna lie. I know some big joints who was, bro, that's what I'm saying. Same. I'm pretty sure every nigga knows. You know what I'm saying? I declined niggas' advances when he called me a fat bitch with your gap teeth. I just laughed and said, "You wish my fat pussy was sitting on your dick though. So stay mad that I don't want you." Niggas are quick to put plus size girls down though. Right, especially when they get rejected. Especially when they get rejected. Niggas be
Cheer 5.
hurt.
I got told by this big girl one time that I wasn't attractive enough to dance with her friends, and I looked and said, "That's not for you to determine," and then she called for her boyfriend. I wasn't having this, because I was drunk. I said, "Dude, don't start. Yo, girls started this shit. I wouldn't fuck her with your dick if she acts like that to random strangers."
Nah, no bullshit. You know, cause like, you know, sometimes I'm like, man, hold on. I've had a similar kind of, well, she didn't have no boyfriend to call, but I've had a similar encounter kind of to like, to that. It was like I was with some homies and, you know what I'm saying? There was another group of girls or whatever. And you already know there's like, sometimes there's always like that, well, we call them the duff, you know what I'm saying? The designated ugly fat friend type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just what we used to call them back in the day. You know, we were assholes. We were teenagers, you know. And we, you know, anyway. But yo, there was one time where essentially the one shorty that I was talking to, because like we had one class, it wasn't even a period. It was like one of those little study hall joints. We had one of those little study hall class periods where we would like talk or whatever and bullshit. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to shoot my shot or whatever. Then her big ass friend came out of nowhere and was like, "Oh no, she's talking to who, blah blah blah." And I'm like, nigga, wanted to stiff arm her big ass because we was about the same size. I'm like, bro, she could have told me that. I'm over there trying to chop it up and whatever. Like we was talking for like a whole 3 minutes until her big ass turned around. And I'm like, bro, she could have told me that. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So I did have something similar to, to that happen too. But at the same time, that shorty that had did that, I kind of knew her in the neighborhood. I'm not saying I was, I partook. But she got around.
10, there's always that bitch built like 2007 Mark Henry that will act out of pocket towards someone just as big as her, saying they aren't attractive enough to talk to them.
Bro, she did have a linebacker build too, bro. I think her name, it doesn't matter, but it started with like a J, I believe. Bro, this is back when I was in I was in Virginia. But yeah, man, she was like the one that was the easily obtainable low-hanging fruit, but she hung out with all the other popular girls and shit. So, yeah. What I learned was to be nice to her friends, and have them all laughing, just to open up the group. Oh, just to open the group up to get to know one, you originally wanted. Yeah, that's actually the best approach. Honestly, like, especially when you're in those social groups, you know what I'm saying? You kind of gotta, fortunately, make everybody feel kind of comfortable. So, it's not just like, oh, we can tell you're just trying to shark on this one type shit. You know what I'm saying? So that is technically the best alternative. It's just more work, but,
Seek
you're not
validation
wrong.
from these bum, badly-shaped men, okay? I'm 30 and single and still learning so much, but I've also learned that my perception of dating is a lot different from most women, because 90% of the time we are desired for our body more than we are for just being ourselves. Oddly enough, it is still going on very much still today.
True indeed.
All that to say, you deserve everything you want in this life and in love, okay? And do not let any man make you feel otherwise, okay?
I agree.
Love yourself. Appreciate your body. You are worth everything.
That's good, Snipes.
And then some.
Roll that fucking weed up.
I used to get some comments from insecure men who would say things like, well, you're too fat for anyone to want you anyway. And
Whoa, hold on. Yeah, I'm about to say, hold on. See, now, Shorty, she piggybacking on what Tori had said earlier. But yeah, that has, like, everything she said on the end. Now, moving forward, you know what I'm saying? Keep that same energy. She's going to have more people, like, trying to seek her attention, and she's going to get all the validation from people. So, oh, good morning, queen. How you doing, beautiful? How's that? Can I do this? Can I do that for you? You know what I'm saying? She's going to be getting all the attention and praise that she's been seeking for years, just making herself more harder to obtain, and then just focusing on herself type shit.
I was
Wait, hold on. Let's run it back. What she said?
thinking about that.
Thing and then some. Love ya.
I used to get some comments from insecure men who would say things like, well, you're too fat for anyone to want you anyway. And I was thinking about this.
She already said it. Insecure. Most of the time, anytime you fucking shoot a motherfucker down, it's his insecurities. It's because you hit him in the pride. You hit him in his emotional balls, his emotional hurt sack. You know what I'm saying? That insecurity shows when they get rejected. Like, well, what can I say to make you feel bad? Mm-hmm. Yep, you're hurt.
Yeah, red flag, obviously, but there's more. In my dating life, most of the guys that I've dated, if not all of them, I've had like 100 pounds on, 50 to 100 pounds. And these are tall, skinny guys. I'm 5'3", and those are all the guys that have come on to me. And it made me think, did I have it wrong this whole time? Am I lovable? Am I more than my weight? Will people like me for who I am? And then just finally, something that I don't think men consistently figure it out is that there's a lid for every pot. Just because you don't find them attractive doesn't mean no one finds them attractive. But let's get into the red flags. Like I said, this is rapid fire, so let's start with number one. First off, when I get messages on dating apps that the first message is, wow, you're huge. I'm not that.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh, but that's fucked up, bro. If that's wow, you're huge. Nigga, what the fuck? That's what yo, ain't no way. Obviously, that's a red flag. That should be well, that's crazy. It's number one, but I'm like, bro, no fucking way. Niggas be doing that? Niggas ain't shit, bro. We ain't that. Bro, niggas ain't shit. Nigga said, wow, wow, you're huge. Or you're pretty for a big gal. Yeah, that's fucked up, bro. No way. They said that's a block. You know what I'm saying? That's a block. That's an instant type of troll. Like, come on, bro. I ain't mean to laugh, but that was just like, come on, my nigga. Huh? Niggas ain't shit. I believe her too. That's what I'm like, no way, bro. Niggas ain't shit, man. Niggas ain't shit. Imagine Big Mom from One Piece. Man, she'll probably like boycott. She'll probably like set fire to the whole organization building that designed that dating app type shit. You're pretty for a big broad. Underhanded compliment like a motherfucker. That you can even call that underhanded? That's just like a, you know what I'm saying? Basically, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I guess. Nah.
Big, first of all. But second of all, if I were, is that how you like wrote that fish? Is that how you hooked that fish? Seriously? Or you're pretty for a big girl. Really? Seriously?
Jesus.
Seriously? Number two, I have gotten this as a black woman on dating apps where white men will say, have you ever dated a white guy? And I say, I'm 35 years old. What kind of a question is that? I've dated all types of people and you are ignorant and I hate this. But
I mean, wait. That's not totally. I mean, I guess coming from a white nigga, maybe, yeah, it would rub them the wrong way. Cause I'm like, I'm about to say, if I'm not gonna lie, I've never actually like dated a white girl, but I've had like interactions. We'll call them entanglements. But like I have said, so I have heard I've had caught myself saying like, am I the first nigga you know what I'm saying? You fuck niggas? Well, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, yeah, I have done that before, but yeah, it is kind of, I guess it is kind of weird. I mean, but it's like a genuine question, you know, especially when you're doing interracial. It's like let's move on.
I also get it being a plus size woman. Men will say,
wait, what?
I hate this. And I say, I'm 35 years old. What kind of a question is that? I've dated all types of people and you are ignorant and I hate this. But I also get it being a plus size woman. Men will say, oh my God, have you ever dated a skinny guy? I bet you've never had a thin guy. What? You're not doing me any favors. This is the weirdest thing to ever say. Please don't say this on dating apps.
Do me any
also
favors.
Also a classic, like this is a two-parter. The number 3, have you ever considered losing weight before? Sir, whatever happened to hello, my name is, how are you?
Right.
They also do things like, hey, I've got a great personal trainer. Leave me alone. Please don't say this to me.
Wow.
Or in the case of my ex-fiance, I've got a whole playlist dedicated to this, but my ex-fiance would send me articles, which is red flag number 4, that are like, hey, have you considered lowering your BMI? Which is a scam. But he would send me these random articles and be like, oh, I just thought of you. Are you serious? Do you like me or not? Do you want to be with me or not? Because this is who I am. Don't do that shit. Lastly, number 5, people who have unhealthy habits who make it a habit to point out your body. It's none of their business. You can't be smoking cigarettes and telling me that I'm going to die of heart failure. Sir, cigarettes are the number 1 heart failure thing. Mind your business. Sorry this was so fast. I'm sick and need to lay down. As always, you can subscribe to my newsletter, Red Flags. Link is up here and it's in my bio. Bye!
I guess the question is it more awkward to show up and be more overweight than they expect you to? Or is it more awkward to just like send them a picture of yourself or be like, hey guys, how do you feel about dating a hefty woman?
Fat women are not here to be your secret.
Wait, so she asked 3 questions and I couldn't answer one.
booty call.
Dating it or two. That's the question.
Newsletter red flags.
All
Link
right,
is up
hold
here
on,
and
I'm
it's in
sorry.
my bio. Bye.
I guess the question is it more awkward to show up and be more overweight than they expect you to? Or
Okay. To show up and be more overweight than expected. So basically, on some Janet Jackson Friday Smokey encounter type shit. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. So all right. Yeah. The first one is it more awkward to be bigger to show up in person and you're bigger than they expected on some Janet Jackson Smokey Friday type shit. Or number two.
Or is it more awkward to just like send them a picture of yourself or be like,
Or is it more awkward to send him a picture of yourself? Well, he should already know what you look like upon meeting a date, unless this is a blind date someone set up for you or something. But I would assume if you guys are going on a date, you should already know what each other look like. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would assume. Not 1%. You 38 to 1. I got you. I'm a puff with you. And what's the third thing she said?
hey guys, how do you feel
See
about
that chap
dating
there?
a
Get your
hefty-
hands off my penis!
Hey guys, get your hands off my penis. That's not what she said, bro. 81 is good, bro. That's not what she said. You should already know if we're going on a date. If we're going on a date, dead ass, unless it's a blind date someone done set up for us, type shit. And I'm not even gonna lie, I don't even really like the concept of blind dates, to be honest, bro. Because if I'm dating somebody, I don't want no fucking surprises. Like, let's be real, bro. I'd rather have I'd rather get to know you, and that, while I'm getting to know you, we be chilling, and maybe that'll be surprising that, oh shit, I didn't know that you like to fucking eat tartar sauce with your shrimp, or I didn't know you like to fucking put lemon juice in your spaghetti, or just any little weird quirks or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather find out some shit surprising like that. If we're going on a blind date, I'm going into something with one expectation and I see another, it's most likely not going to end well. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather not have any surprises in that regard, because that's just something, that's just setting the ground already rocky, because now I'm not really knowing what I'm expecting. You know what I'm saying? And probably vice versa for whoever. I can't blind date either, because you're going to feel my energy is off. Right, you know what I'm saying? Because it's going to feel more like damn near like an interview. Like, hello, how are you? I'm fine, how are you? Good, yeah, you come here often? No, I was going to ask you the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be, kind of more interviewee, interrogatey type shit, Not like an actual regular setting where I kind of already know you a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I kind of feel your energy out. Yeah. Yeah, definitely blind date, surprising type shit. Not for me.
Woman.
Fat women are not here to be your secret booty calls.
I hope this doesn't get me canceled, but have y'all ever noticed there's like a trend of autistic men really being into fat girls? Because
really?
And I'll give you some examples here. I'm not just like shooting in the dark here.
I got a serious question. Why
Porky, hog, fat ass, double wide, butterball, those sorts of things, right?
Yeah. It's not that type of video. Why is it called blind dating whenever you're meeting somebody new, you're coming into their life blind? I guess it's supposed to be like no, yeah, because like everyone always has a certain expectation they want God damn it, they would want their ideal significant other to be. You know what I'm saying? So you I guess going into it like, I don't know what this person is or what they're about. We're just gonna leave it up to chance, which I always thought was kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, we all have our, like, you know, our vision of the ideal person for us type shit. So we're going to automatically set this person to an unrealistic standards. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be real, nigga. We're not going to find a perfect fucking person on some blind date shit. That shit only happens in fairy tales. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm already saying, oh yeah, I'm going to have this, I'm going to have that, I'm going to have that. She's going to look like this. Boom, bap. Just for like 80% of my shit to get shot down. She might be a cool person, but a lot of my shit that I wanted or I said, not there.
There are, like, I'm on websites for men that like big girls, and there is definitely an overrepresentation of men who are on the spectrum. It's just very obvious. And I've been to events as well.
So she's on a website and there's a whole lot of Cheddar Robs. Hey, Cheddar Rob, might need that link, brother. You know what I'm saying? Might need that link.
I've gone to like 2 big events for
big events,
fat admirers, feeders this year, and
feeders.
There's definitely a lot of men on the spectrum at these events, like an overrepresentation compared to like Gen Pop. And I was talking to one of the guys I met on the feeder website about this, and he was like, I don't know if it's just that they're really into like the texture and stuff.
Oh yeah,
and, like
I already burned that motherfucker down.
The way a nice big like warm stop like it's like stimming or whatever.
Burn that
I don't know if it's
down.
like that. And I was like, you know,
it'll take me about like
part
2 hits, 2-3 hits.
That the reason there's like an overrepresentation of them isn't because like more autistic men like fat women than general population that aren't on the spectrum. It's not that like more autistic men like big girls. It's just that the ones that don't hide it the same way that
nigga, how can they hide it? They're autistic. What do you mean? They're autistic. Bro, they can't hide anything. Really, for the most part, they're just like still trying to be functional members of society. So, you know, think they're gonna be able to be smooth to the point where it's like, oh yeah, they're getting what they can get. What do you mean? You know, like, are you I mean, it seems like she's just like, damn, how come a lot of normal men aren't like this, is what it kind of sounds like that. Can you really, that's what I'm saying, can you really hide that? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not that, it seemed like she's just like, dang, I wish there was more regular people that were like autistic men that, you know, are really into us. So, because it's not that they like you more than regular niggas. They just, yeah, that's what I'm like, they just like you, like how they're supposed to like you. She acts like people with autism can only get fat women. I think she wishes more. That's what I'm saying. Me too, bro. That's something she just wishes there's more, you know, nigga that's aren't on the spectrum that would act like that. Not gonna lie. What she said sounds retarded. It's perfect for today. Cause I ain't gonna lie. I was like, what are you getting at? You know what I'm saying? So you just say, I'm tired of autistic niggas hitting on me. I want regular niggas to hit on me. If you just said that, it would have made way more sense. Just say that. I want regular niggas to hit on me. Just say that. Like, it would have been smooth, right to the point.
Like men who understand social norms on like a higher level or whatever are going to, because there is definitely shame involved in like fat women.
That's why she's trying to dress this up. You're right. I forgot. You know what I'm saying? She's on TikTok or whatever. You know, she probably has a lot of, you know, fat following or whatever. I forgot. You can't just be cut and raw like that on those platforms, especially if, you know, she's trying to cater to a certain group. That's why she's trying to that's why she's like dead ass dancing around the whole fucking fact that she just wants regular men to hit on her or be attracted to her like autistic men.
You have to overcome the hurdle of putting it out there. There's definitely some like criticism and pushback from society when you say like, no, I like the big girls. Like, even you have to be you have to really stand 10 toes deep on that shit, or people are just gonna rag on you. Like, we all know that's how it is. Like, I wish it weren't that way, but you have to really stand on business if you're into big girls. And I feel like the reason there's so many autistic men that like big girls isn't because there's just more of them, but it's because they're just not afraid to say, like, well, yeah, I like big girls, who cares? Like, I don't really care. Who cares if you don't like that I like big girls? I'm gonna go get what I want. If you're a big girl, have you noticed as well that there's, like, autistic dudes love to bark up this tree? And I'm not gonna lie, I have a type too. I do like them a little neurospicy. Weigh in. I like autistic guys. I have a fucking type, so I'm not mad about it. But I don't think they like them at a higher rate than, like, neurotypical men.
Exactly. Of course you don't, because why else would you be making this fucking TikTok? You're saying you like them is because you've gotten accustomed to getting all the attention from them. Because what reason would you be making this long ass fucking TikTok for then? You just want somebody that's on the same wavelength, huh? But you definitely got a type. You're into autistic men because you learned to like what you like. The fuck are we talking about, bro? Like, huh?
I think they just aren't afraid of, like, making it obvious.
Baby, when I say we are doomed and the bar's in hell, the bar's past hell. A man will literally say, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful."
Just love just say I like tism, but I would prefer to have regular if I could get some regular. But I still love tism. But can I get some regular? Would have been so simple. That would have been like, of course she probably would have got canceled, but yeah. 10 seconds.
I don't know. I've never dated a woman like you before. I don't know what people will think. You've never dated a woman with a big back and a gut? So you'd rather date a man? Like, you'll be more comfortable dating a man? You're not worried about what people think about that? I'm confused.
I never thought I would be crying on the internet, but
You want to know something? She almost looks like the girl I was telling you about in my story. The one, like, when I was in Virginia Beach, she almost looked like that shorty.
I just am feeling so defeated, and I want to feel like I'm not alone. This woman from my
Oh, she bad. What's her at?
school got engaged
I don't.
today, and of course that's amazing.
Her ads aren't
I'm
here
so
or in the
happy for her.
description, Tiny.
But it just highlights the fact that, like, I've never had a boyfriend at all. And I'm almost 30 years old. Like, when is this shit gonna happen for me? And, like, I'm fat. I know I'm fat.
I could use that as a sound. My mom just wanted to go. She wanted to change the scenery. You know what I'm saying? We had some shit go on in Baltimore, so she wanted to change. I could use that as a sound. That's a good sound.
People want to have gonna happen for me. And, like, I'm fat. I know I'm fat. People want to have sex with me, but no one has ever, like, courted me or, like, taken the actual time to get to know me. And it just makes me feel so, like, unworthy. I don't know how to explain it, but it's
you
like,
still a young whippersnapper.
It's
You done
Sunday
experienced
right
some
now.
life,
Like,
but
I
you
could
still
go
a
to
young
Sunday
whippersnapper.
fun day. But just the fact, like, I know I'm fat, like, people aren't gonna view me the same. I'm like, why would I go out if I'm not gonna get approached or XYZ? Because, like, I'm not even a drinker, I'm a smoker. And
Okay.
I don't have anyone to go out with. So I feel like if I do go out, it's gonna be for, like, a social reason or, like, to meet someone. And I don't want to go out there just for no one to approach me, and I'm just standing there looking fucking stupid by myself. Like,
Well, see, that's a little bit of a problem too in itself. You shouldn't be going out in the hopes of getting approached and having somebody like, oh yeah, I want to talk to you, I want to do something. You know what I'm saying? That, or having the idea that you want to go out and get approached by somebody that's going to probably take you serious. Because you got to realize where you're going and what you're going to do. You should be wanting to go out because you want to go to a certain event. You want to hear certain music from a certain artist, or you want to go see this type of, museum. You want to see this art exhibit. You should be going out for the main event, not for mingling. If that's the case, nigga, you should be on dating apps and do blind dating or something. But you just going out into social groups thinking, oh man, no one's gonna approach me so we can talk and I can find my boyfriend. If motherfuckers do that, then 9 times out of 10 depends on what the social circle is. And you said you don't drink, you smoke. I want to say if you go to like a club or some shit, they approach you, it's going to be on some one night stand type of shit. You got to, realize that you're going out. If you're going out for the sole reason to be approached by something, you need to be going to more dating type of events, more type of hookup events, not just being like, oh, I'm gonna go to this hookah lounge and maybe I'm gonna find the love of my life. Nigga, most of the time niggas be chilling at hookah lounges, just puffing on they shit, maybe got a little drink in them, listening to music and vibing with their significant other or with the group. And if you ain't got no friend with you, I've been to like maybe 2 hookah lounges, but those ain't really, they're more like chill kickback type of vibe clubs. You know what I'm saying? From the ones I went to, for the most part. Last time I cried on the internet was last night watching videos on Instagram with fucked up comments. I sent you one last night. Then I said the comments were going to hell, bro. We're gonna. It's crazy that you said that because we're gonna do something too. Like one of these days, we're gonna do like a little segment where I just like go through. It's gonna be like a series where I show the shit that my friends send me versus the shit I send them. And we're gonna see which is worse. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like y'all send me way more crazier shit than I send y'all. I feel like I'm a normal person. I'm a good guy. I love thick women. I'll never hide that. If I hide any women, that's generally because I found out that she's a bona fide hoe. And I didn't know she was a hoe. Yeah, that ass, bro. There's no reason that a nigga gonna hide you if he actually like you just because you big. It's only gonna be because niggas know some shit about you, or 9 times out of 10, they don't want to look like a goofy for wifing up, the neighborhood goer type shit. No real nigga is gonna just hide a bitch because you big, especially if you big. Niggas don't do that.
The last time I cried on the internet was last night watching videos on Instagram with fucked up comments. I definitely sent you one last night. The one I sent, I said the commenters were going to hell on the express train. You won't see me on the internet crying about when I get rejected. It is what it is. I'm not everyone's cup of tea, vanilla bean ice cream or whatever it be.
That part. Not supposed to be liked by everybody, bro. Nobody. Nigga, Jesus wasn't even liked by everybody, you know what I'm saying? No one's liked by everybody, universally. It just is what it is. You gotta go where you're appreciated.
I don't know. This shit is really hard. It's like, I feel like I'm fat, I'm black, and I'm tall.
I'm not trying to laugh at this lady, but like, bro, she gotta stop doing that, bro. She's about to be 3. She gave me 3 sounds already. You gotta stop, bro. I'm trying to take this serious.
So I feel like I'm fat, I'm black, and I'm tall. So I feel like no one's really checking for me, and that's just really hard. Like, I've always been the fat friend.
She gotta stop,
and I
yo.
just don't know. Like, nothing ever good happens for the fat friend.
That's not true. That's not true. I can't speak on the girl behalf. Because I need it. That's literally me. But yeah, I can't, like I was saying, I can't speak on the girl behalf. But nigga, I've always been the fat friend. And you know what I'm saying? Nigga, I've had nothing but fun and success in my sharking days, my nigga. Bruh, there was nothing I wasn't chomping on. You feel me? I had no issues, bro. I was cool. Shit, cause nigga had personality. I've always been a nigga that was, kind of cool. Motherfuckers always gravitated towards me anyway, even in a new setting. Places where I've never even been or set foot in. I'm gonna have some niggas who don't like me, and I'm gonna have some people that do like me. I go where I was, so comfortable. Boom. I was always Gucci. So that's what I'm like, it depends. It doesn't really matter. As long as you are confident in yourself and you carry yourself with some type of energy and charisma. You know what I'm saying? If you just have this energy like, oh, I'm a small person. I want to be noticed, but I'm shy. If you got like shy energy and you a big motherfucker, first off, you a big motherfucker. We're going to get noticed regardless. You know what I'm saying? We take up more space. We have more mass. You know what I'm saying? So for one, if you're going to be out there, put yourself the fuck out there. Don't be all just, you know, all shy, small body energy. You know what I'm saying? Put yourself out there. Be fucking confident in yourself. Yeah, I'm a big, black, tall, drink a chocolate shake, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna fuck with it, especially if you got that attitude. But if you got that little quiet, oh, I'm in the corner, I hope somebody will come notice me. Maybe you don't gotta come notice me energy. Maybe you gotta get up and go get it energy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Not everything for everybody. If you want it, sometimes you gotta go get it or shit. Or at least enjoy yourself. If motherfuckers see you enjoying yourself, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna feel that energy, especially if it's a social environment. Let's say another single motherfucker just see you by yourself, enjoying yourself, having fun. Somebody might be like, oh shit, how you doing tonight? Blah, blah, blah. Boom, you already chopping it up. Somebody just approach you just because they see you having fun, enjoying yourself, and they're a fan of what you're a fan of. So boom, right off the back, you got something y'all can talk about. Y'all can say, oh yeah, I'm enjoying this. This is so fire. Hell yeah, I'm having a great time too. Yada, yada, yada. Boom. You got what you asked for, but you just sitting there just hoping somebody will do that. You're not even enjoying what the fuck going on. You ain't even enjoying the festivities. You know what I'm saying? You gotta switch up the mentality. Hey, my nigga Easy, what's the word, bro? What's the word? What's the word? Oh, I gotta check that. Is that the clip from the new sound? All right, yeah. I'll use that and I'll put it on there so you can use it, Tori. Bro, yeah, bro. She had to stop, bro. I was like, man, I'm taking it serious. But I'm like, damn, you just ain't gonna lie. You making this funny.
Consider myself to be pretty
You're pretty.
pretty confident sometimes, but I'm just feeling like paralyzed right now with like anxiety and
Don't cry, please. Please don't cry. Facts, man. I had niggas tell me you gotta take one for the team. Facts, nigga. I done heard that before. On God. I told them niggas, nah, fuck you talking about. I am the team. And I pull by simply existing. It's not hard as people think. Right? You know what I'm saying? If you know your worth, my nigga, just carry yourself with some type of charisma, like some shit. Like, if you just walk in the room and be like, man, I know I could pull anything in this joint. Even if you walk home by your motherfucking self, you just walk around with that type of energy, or you know in your brain, my nigga, it is what it is. I already got something lined up anyway. So I'm just here for the eye candy for real. You know what I'm saying? You want to fuck with me? That's cool. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, I'm already set. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We just here for a good time. If you want to vibe, you want to vibe. You know? It really ain't that hard. It really ain't that hard. I just did a sexy ass French in hell. I ain't gonna lie. French in Hills, I fuck with him. But my bitch ass knows. That should be tickling. If you want honesty, ask a reincarnated person. That's what that old, we didn't get her name, but the old girl was talking about. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That tism tell the truth. Tism got truth in it. I be sneezing my ass off. Same, yo. I'm like, that should be, it's cool, but I'm like, god damn. That should be
going out.
Tickling.
I'm just gonna be like invisible to everybody there. It's probably just in my head, but this is really painful and I'm struggling with it.
Aww.
A couple of weeks ago, I was at my friend's house for a party, and there was a guy there who was like a friend of a friend.
Finally off work. Let's go, my boy.
Like, I had so much fun getting to know this guy and just like talking, and I like really felt like I could date this guy. And a lot of my friends came up and were like, he's really Like, it seems like he's really into you. So this week I was doing some light Instagram stalking as one.
I just know she's gonna say some wild shit. She gonna give us a story.
Should. And he has like several photographs with women in smaller bodies. And the places that my mind went instantly were just awful. And I
She ain't got no jawline, bro. What jawline, man? She is cooked though. Yeah, she's definitely been like on the beats. And the beach definitely gave her a good cooking. Her cleavage is ass. I was kind of looking at the titties too, but like, yeah, she got cooked.
hate that they were my first reactions.
Cheer 5, she got the jawline of King Kong Bundy.
And
what?
I instantly just felt like I wasn't attractive enough or desirable enough in my body for someone to want me. And I hate that that was my first reaction, was due to my size and my plus size body that I love. I questioned my
She loves
desirability for this man. And I hate the fact that I was like,
Get back in the kitchen.
I did not say that. Bro. We love women's.
To date a bigger girl. No, like, I hate that idea of being willing to date. Like, no. And the fact that, like, I would even question my worth and what I would bring into a relationship just because of 3 photographs over the course of 10 years. But like, that's what fat phobia does to someone. Like, these are the feelings that I have, like real feelings I have based off of years and years of conditioning of being told that I'm not good enough, that me and my body is not good enough. And it's awful. I'm so glad that I like recognized it and I can have that ability to like reset the mind. But the fact that I even went there is devastating. Really, really sucks.
Yeah, so she had the fact that she had to change the perception and warp people's mind to make it acceptable. Yeah, and yeah, the fact that she said phobia, like fat phobia. All right.
Dating as a fat woman is really hard, and I think one of the hardest things for me has been like trying not to catfish someone. You know,
How is it hard to not catfish? We're about to hear some excuses. Where are the tards? Tori, they're right here. Well, not all of them are tards. But shit, some of this shit is it thick Tuesday? Shit, apparently. But how is it hard not to catfish? Just be yourself.
if I give just like a portrait shot like this, they don't really get a good sense of what my body looks like. And so
what's it look like?
in all of my dating profiles, I try to include at least 1, generally 2, like full-size, full-body shots so that they know what they're getting themselves into.
Nice, as you should. As you should. Bro, imagine getting catfish since 2026.
You bowling ball with hair-shaped big back bitch.
Believe it or not, Tori baby, people still get catfished in 2026.
And one time, I remember this one date, this guy and I had been talking for like 3 months, which A, is way too long to be in the talking stage.
Mm-hmm. Continue. It depends.
He was a pilot. He flew internationally, and he would be stationed at different like Air Force bases and whatnot for like weeks at a time, and then he would come back. And so I gave him a little bit of grace for that, and I thought, okay. By the time we were finally able to meet up, though, I was super excited. We had like mad chemistry via text, and
Y'all didn't talk yet though. Via text. So we haven't talked. We haven't like video chatted or anything. Huh. Okay.
I got all glammed up. I wore this super cute outfit, showed up at this bar, crazy cats, and he walked in.
And of course, she's a cat lady.
And the look on his face was just like, ugh. And then he just put on a fake smile. He didn't make eye contact with me the whole time. And I've never had that experience where I felt so unwanted and so ugly all at once. The disappointment in his body language was so clear to me that he was just not into me. I went on another date with this other guy.
So maybe those pictures that you posted didn't really do the justice that you thought it did. Maybe it should be more accurate. And yeah, you should have just kind of made it clear. And like you said, you had mad chemistry via text. So at one point, are we gonna like move it to, talking on the phone, maybe video chatting, FaceTiming, you know what I'm saying?
Sure 5 he didn't make eye contact because he heard if she made eye contact with a man, they turn into a Big Mac.
That's a myth, bro. You can look into fat women's eyes. That's a myth. Urban myth. It's been debunked.
Have to meet in the middle, which I thought that worked out well. And I got my drinks. I was there before him, and so I got my drink, paid for my drink, and we chatted for about a half an hour. It was a little bit of awkward conversation. I felt like I was carrying most of the conversation. Mm-hmm. And this guy stops, all of a sudden, like, interrupts me mid-sentence and says, "Well, Sarah, it was really nice to meet you. I'm gonna go." And just got up and left. And I was like, okay. And was really, really taken aback by that.
It's tough.
So both of those experiences really showed me that I am not somebody that men want to date, which is too bad because I think I'm fun. I think I'm funny. I'm smart. I clean up really nice. I look terrible right now, but I clean up nicely. And I feel like I have a lot of love to give to somebody, but I can't seem to get past that first date. God damn it.
Y'all gonna judge me, but quite frankly,
well, that's tough. That is very unfortunate. I'm not gonna lie. That was a really good video though. I'm not gonna lie. It was long as shit. And it seemed like there's a common denominator with all of these thicker chicks. But the thing is like once the whole thing is once you stop seeking validation and making yourself so available, anything that's easily obtained is often just looked at as common shit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the time, most women like to have, a high self-confidence about themselves, so they regard themselves as fine shit. So if you don't want to be common shit and you want to be actual fine shit, you got to actually move like fine shit and make yourself harder to obtain and just not so available. Even if you are wanting that validation, you wanting that person to come sweep you off your feet or whatever, it's not going to happen like overnight. It's not going to happen like this. It's not going to happen when you go out on Thursday. It's not going to happen when you go out Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. You know what I'm saying? As long as you are just doing what you want to do and you're making the best of your situation while you're out and enjoying yourself, and you got good energy, niggas will come. Boss. But you know what I'm saying? Just don't make yourself low-hanging fruit where everyone can just get a taste and then expect to be, you know, treated like the fine shit you want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? Just make it make sense. But that was a W video. That was fired. It's actually kind of funny too. We got some good sounds out of that.